Hi, Scrappy friends. This is Hannah with you today, and welcome to the Clique Into YouTube channel. I am working on a December daily spread for last year. I have not finished my December daily, and so I'm working through it, and I'm using the Clique Into the Holidays kit that was available, and I'm also going to use these printables from the workshop that Lacey's doing for the holiday season. She has a workshop available, and it has a whole bunch of printables and a whole bunch of other awesome stuff. So definitely check that out if you're looking for something to have, like maybe some ideas for putting together a holiday album, or some different ideas for different ways for documenting the holidays. The Clique Into the Holidays kit actually comes with a traveler's notebook, so that is also a way that you could document your holiday. But I am doing more of the traditional 6x8 album. I actually originally had it in like an 8x10, and I switched it back over to the 6x8 because it just wasn't working. So anyway, I printed off a whole bunch of her printables from the class, and so I'm going to be incorporating these into the spread. I really love the look and design of them, and for this spread especially because it's not overly Christmas. I have 1 to 2 photos that look a little bit more Christmassy, that big photo, and then the cup photo with their drinks in it. But really this is about a game night that friends of ours come over, or we go over to their house, and we do a game night every couple of months. So it just happened to be that we did a game night in December, and so I wanted to make sure we documented this because it's something that we do on a semi-regular basis, or that we try to do quite a bit. And so yeah, so it's not very December-like in the fact that it only happens in December. But I think this is the one great thing about December Daily, is that you get to see how your regular life kind of influences what you're doing also in just, December wise. So this collection, or the cards that she put together, worked really well because it worked with the fact that we are playing apples to apples, and it has like crazy colors like the green and the red really didn't match, and so it was a good way to tie in all these colors. And then the Clique Into the Holidays kit has a lot of the sweater weather collection, so it has some really fun cute elements too. So I'm just mixing them. That card that has the coffee cup is from the printables, but I put that into Photoshop and I edited it, like changed it a little bit. So the bottom phrasing was different on hers, and I really liked it, and I did print that off. So I will probably try to use it again, just to have maybe some other continuity in my album. But for this day, I wanted it to say Christmas games because we were playing games. And I thought it would be kind of like that play on the reindeer games and that kind of thing. So I just basically, I covered up the font that was there. So I just, um, made a block over it, and then I colored it in the color that she had already used for the regular background. So it made that part disappear, and then I added another text box over top of it, and I took out the color from the original brown that she used, so for the coffee part, and then I just added my own wording, and I used a different font, but I could have definitely looked through my fonts and found one that was similar to what she had already used. So those are just some little tips and ideas for if you see a printable card that is part of Clique kits, or another printable card kit, or collection or piece. You can always take them into Photoshop and just and try to adapt them for what you need them or want them to be. Just because it seems like you can't do anything doesn't mean that you can't. It might take a little bit more extra steps, like some of the printables that I've used in the past, maybe not necessarily Clique kits, but you get a little bit more freedom on the different layers, but by no means does it mean that you can't just change something. So keep that in mind, because, or you could always even cover it up with an embellishment too. So don't think that just because the wording isn't always what you want, that you can't adapt it to the photos that you have, because that is one of the great things about using a printable, is that you can add your own journaling to the card if you have a longer journaling, or you can do something to the card to make it more personal, which is one thing, and it doesn't take up the space that paper takes up. Not to say that I don't like the paper, but it's just sometimes it's a nice little change. And also some of the elements on there, I just use like a punch from the pattern paper from the printables, and it just makes a little fun layer. So that December card, the title card with the date, had a lot of the printable stuff, and then the game piece had a lot of the printable stuff. So it was definitely a way to keep this day just nice and light and fun, but also add touches of the holiday. And this card that I'm working on or the picture that I'm working out, I am making this a little bit more holiday, because the drinks look really holiday-ish. So I'm going to add some gold that says drink me, and I really like how that turned out. So this is how it all turned out. This is day 10, and you can go over to the Clique Hits blog, and you can check out the close-ups for this, and you can see exactly the products that I use and the printables and where you can find them. So don't forget to check out over there, and I will see you guys later. I hope you guys have a great Scrappy holiday, and don't forget to post in the group the stuff that you're working on for the holidays, so we can be inspired as well. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.